We got a World Series rematch 2 weeks into the season, and you love it. Dodgers head to Toronto. Dodgers are currently in first place. So are the Brewers. So are the Yankees. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're getting a World Series rematch from a couple years ago in the Yankees and the Dodgers. And I'm going to tell you why it doesn't look good for the Yankees. This is a Hold My Ball podcast. Let's talk about it. Now, here's the thing. To be fair to the Yankees, it doesn't look good for anybody in the league when it comes to beating the Dodgers. I know everybody, worried is not the right word. I don't think these guys worry about much, but they have to look at the Dodgers. And if they said, who are you worried about? You know, the one team you have to worry about beating to win a World Series, it's the Dodgers. It just is. Their team is stacked. It's unbelievable. But here's the issue. They're 8-2. They just started hitting like 2 days ago, and we're early in the season. But as a team, they just started hitting. I think Freddie Freeman's hitting like 267, and he's like 7th or 8th on the team in batting average. They're hitting the ball. They had 17 hits today against the Blue Jays. We're going to get to that series in a minute, but here's why I think people should be a little worried about this, because they have no Blake Snell yet. Mookie's out. Kike's out. Gavin Stone, Tommy Edman, Evan Phillips, Gratterall, Bobby Miller, Landon Knack. I mean, these guys, the Dodgers were paying Hae-Sung Kim $12 million over 3 years to start him in AAA this year. This is how deep they are. This is how, when a Mookie goes out, insert Hae-Sung Kim, he goes 2 for 4 today, makes an unbelievable play. He tags up from first to second on a fly ball to center field. You lose next to nothing. And Hae-Sung Kim is not Mookie Betts, but the current Mookie Betts from last year, who was real sick to start the season, he kind of gets healthy, never really was the Mookie Betts of old. And even this year, not exactly the Mookie Betts that we know and love. He's getting in the swing of things. He gets a little oblique injury here. You bring Kim in, he goes 2 for 4 right away. He brings speed to the bases. He plays defense. He plays short. This isn't a drop-off, if you ask me. If anything, as crazy as it sounds, and this is no knock on Mookie just right now, I think this is a plus for the Dodgers lineup. That's crazy to say, I know. I think it's a plus. But let's talk about this series real quick. My point is, the Dodgers don't have any of those guys. They're 8-2. They lead the league in home runs. They got 21 jacks. The next closest team is the Braves with 15. Last year's leader in the Yankees, who led the whole league in home runs, they got 9 right now. And the Dodgers truly, like, their best hitter is Andy Pages. Well, that's crazy. Andy Pages is their best hitter right now. So you look at that and you go, okay, the guys aren't doing what the guys normally do. And when they do start doing what they do, and they're 8-2 right now for that, what happens when they end up really showing up? It's kind of crazy. And I think you saw a little bit of it today. You got the World Series matchup, the repeat of last year, the first series that you see the Dodgers go into Toronto where they finished Game 7 in unbelievable fashion, greatest World Series of all times. You got Scherzer versus Robleski. First inning, Tucker takes a walk. Usually that'll come back to kill you. Of course it does. Teoscar goes yard, makes it 2-0 in the first inning. And then, of course, here comes Clement, of all people. Mr. Clement, he drives in Springer, who was also a leadoff walk. Can't happen. Then Robleski walks his second guy of the inning to load him up. Gets a ground ball to good old Hae-Sung Kim. Steps on second, gets out of it. Scherzer, unfortunately here, don't know what's wrong with him yet. He ends up leaving the game after the second inning, which makes 5 pitchers now on the IL for the Jays. These guys are banged up. They're off to a little bit of a slow start, obviously, for what everybody was hoping. Maybe World Series hangover, but I think they're going to be okay in the long run. But tough start for them. Just not healthy. When you're not healthy, it makes things tough. Freeman comes up. Ohtani's on third, and what do you know? A 2-run shot from Freddie. This dude is just so good. And it's the crazy. Here's the thing with the Dodgers. You have to pitch to Freeman because the guy on deck is Teoscar, who's got a bomb on the day, and he's obviously feeling good. You don't really want to pitch to him. You don't want to put Freddie on with 2 outs to pitch to him. So what do? You pitch to Freddie and you hope for the best. And what does he do? He deposits one of the right field seats. This game was never close, ever. The Blue Jays played some ugly defense. Been a little bit of their story this year. Some pitcher fielding errors, not ideal, but they just don't look good. They don't look good. I think they will. And in this game specifically, every time they did something that hurt them, the Dodgers made them pay. They just made them pay. I'm going to pull up the exact box score real quick just so we can see it. But this Dodgers team, you don't have room for error with them. And when you do, give yourself some errors, they're going to get you. They're just going to get you. The final line, Toronto had 2 errors, 5 hits, 2 runs. The Dodgers had 14 runs, 17 hits, no errors. They scored in 7 of the 9 innings. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, 4 in the seventh, 1 in the eighth. This isn't like one big outburst. The most runs they scored in an inning was 4, and they scored 14 runs. This was like nonstop. And the only time that the Jays threw a position player, Heineman, their catcher, was in the 9th, and the Dodgers didn't get any runs off him. So all these runs came off the Jays pitchers. Again, they're banged up. These are pitchers that they might have to use, but you got Dalton Rushing hitting 2 bombs. First career multi-home run game for him. Ohtani's got 3 jacks in the last 4 games. He's heating up. Don't let him catch fire. This team is just impossible to stop right now, and I think they're going to be this way all season. Will they slump? Will they lose games? Of course. But they're going to roll into the playoffs healthy because that's what they do. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. They're 8-2 right now. They got a 3-game lead over the Diamondbacks, the Padres, 4-game lead over Colorado, and a 5.5 over the Giants, who are off to a terrible start. They're like 3-8. They're going to run away with the NL West. They know that. And they'll do it with their eyes closed. They're just that good. They're that stacked. And if you disagree with this, I mean, it's like they can afford to play guys. Here's the big thing with them. They can afford to play all these guys, the Freelands, the Rushing, the Hae-Sung Kim. They got Rojas. They can afford to play all of these dudes all season long because they're going to make playoffs. They know that. Their team is so good that it's like you could roll out half their AAA guys and they're still going to win enough games because the other guys on the team are superstars. So when you can afford to like roll those guys out there, it gives you a full season of like finding guys for the playoffs. That's how you find a Will Klein last year. You pop him in a couple games, you see what he does, you give a pitcher 20 innings in relief, and you realize we don't need him right now, but it's good to know that he can come in pressure situations and get the job done. So when playoffs roll around and you're building your roster, you have all these like good sample sizes of guys. And if a guy goes down or gets hurt, you know what the best option is for him because you are at liberty to test these guys out all season long. Other teams are rolling out the best that they have every day. There's not a team, I don't think, like the Dodgers. They are just the best organization in baseball. And if you think this is a biased take, you just hate the Dodgers. And that's fair. You can hate them, but that doesn't make this false. They are this good. They are this stacked. They have built their organization to where your superstars are somehow replaceable because you got somebody in the wings waiting that is going to probably be a starter on all other teams in the league. And when you have that on deck, you can afford a Mookie getting hurt and put in a Hae-Sung Kim. You can afford having, like I said earlier, Snell, Gavin Stone, Tommy Edmonds out, Evan Phillips, Gratterall, Bobby Miller, Landon Knight. You can afford to have all these guys out because what's behind them is fine. It's good enough to get the job done, and it's truthfully better than most teams in the league. What's up, guys? We're taking a quick break in the action. I want to give a quick shout out to our partners over at Caesars Sportsbook. Caesars currently has an exciting new customer offer. Bet $1 and double your winnings on your next 10 wagers. Sign me up, baby. Use code HoldMyBall DYW. That is use code HoldMyBall DYW when you sign up to activate the offer and support me and the Hold My Ball podcast. This is why I love you guys, because you've been bought into this show from the beginning, and it's grown and it's doing such amazing things. And this is the kind of stuff that allows us to keep doing it. So thank you. I appreciate it. Hold My Ball DYW. At the end, that stands for double your winnings. Easy way to remember it. Hit the link in the description for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Guys, as always, please bet responsibly. Have some fun with it. Take it seriously, but have a good time. And go get this double your winnings on your next 10 wagers with Hold My Ball DYW with our friends over at Caesars Sportsbook. Again, always bet responsibly. So, I don't know. I just don't see... I don't see who's going to beat them. I think there's going to be a 2024 World Series matchup, which I think would be phenomenal. I think the Yankees look really, really good. And I think they have a legitimate World Series contender. And who else? What do you know? The Brewers. The Brewers are also, I think, 8-2. They're going to be what they're going to be all season long, which is the scrappy Brewers. Here we go. Got to get one. I got to get one yawn in at least every time. Brewers, I don't think they're going to get past the Dodgers. No discredit to the Brewers. The Dodgers are just that stacked this year. I think if the Mets figure it out, which I think they will, and I say figure it out because I think the Mets have a really good baseball team there. I just do. I think they're going to be contenders this year. I think when it comes to playoff time, they might be the biggest hurdle for the Dodgers if they're playing well at the time. But I think if the Dodgers get through that hurdle and they get to the World Series, I think it's going to be the Yankees. I just think it's going to be the Yankees. I don't think the Yankees are going to have what it takes. I think they got a little bit of that monkey on their back. But been there, done that, made their mistakes in 24, gave the series away. They were terrible. And if they come back, they will tighten up some screws, and I think it'll be a good one. I hope we see it again. I would love to see a Yankees-Dodgers World Series. I mean, we saw it in 24, and it was superstar versus superstar, best in league versus best in league, MVP versus MVP. Like, you can't ask for more than that. I would love to see Judge and Ohtani both, who neither have performed like outstanding in the playoffs. And the thing about that is, like, they're the guy. That's the guy that everybody prepares for. Of course, it's going to be difficult for them. Ohtani's been better than Judge, but Judge just needs the clutch. He needs to come up clutch at some point. That's what he needs to do. Personally, for him and his legacy. I know he could care less. He'd probably go 0 for 50 in the playoffs if it meant that they win a World Series, and he can put that on his resume. But I'd like to see him come up clutch several times. I just think it would do wonders for him. I think it would do wonders for him to get that monkey off his back and get people to stop talking about it. And that's not even to say the monkey is on his back, but I think it is. So I would love to see a Yankees-Dodgers World Series. Run that one back. I'll predict it right now. Yankees-Dodgers World Series. Dodgers win in 6, 4-2. I think the Yankees blow them out once. I think the Dodgers blow the Yankees out once. And then I think the Dodgers win 3 good baseball games, and the Yankees win 1 close game. 4-2, Dodgers, 3-peat. But if that rotation for the Yankees is healthy, it's as good, if not, I'm not going to say it's better than the Dodgers. If the Dodgers roll and they're healthy, you got Ohtani, you got Yamamoto, you got Snell, and you got Glasnow. I just don't see Fried, Schlittler, whoever else they roll out there. Cole, I think they're waiting for him to get healthy. They certainly have the pieces, Rodon maybe. They certainly have the pieces, but I almost think that rotation when it's healthy for the Dodgers is almost unfair. Sasaki, he has struggled really as of late, but also like kind of always. Sasaki's not poor guy. He comes to the Dodgers as like the third Japanese guy. He's one of the highest touted pitching prospects to ever come out of the KBO. And it's like, but you're coming to the Dodgers after Ohtani and after Yamamoto, two guys who instantly became Dodgers legends. And now you're the third guy that's not living up to your own expectations, let alone what these guys have created. Not that he's trying to, but that's got to wear on you. We saw him cry in the outing he had beginning of last season, I think. And it's like, it means something to him. I hope he figures it out just for him and his sake. But I just don't see anybody doing it with the Dodgers in the league this year. I don't see anyone else getting it done. The Dodgers on a bad day are top 3 teams in the league. I mean, how do you stop them? Where do you stop them? What piece of the offense gives you a break? Where in the pitching staff do you get a break? Defensively, they're clean. They're good. They're good everywhere. Where do you get a break with this team? You have to play exceptionally well to have a chance to beat them. And I know, Dodger homer, here we go, blah, blah, blah. I think it is what it is. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be a great season, and I want to see it. I want to see the Yanks. I want to see the Dodgers. I want to see Judge. I want to see Ohtani. I want to see Cole and Yamamoto. I want to see Fried, who's probably my favorite pitcher in the league. I think Max Fried is my favorite pitcher in the league. And to take that back, I know he is. He's just my favorite. Quiet, does his business. But then there's Skubal. I'm going to say Fried and Skubal together are my 2 favorite pitchers in the league. Totally different guys. Both pretty dominant, pretty good, but Skubal brings that fire. Fried brings that quiet focus. I don't know. Big fan of both guys. Dodgers, Yankees, Dodgers in 4. Dodgers 4-2, Dodgers in 6. 2026, your 3-peat champions. Are we going to hear that? What do you guys think? Are we going to hear that or not? You got to tell me. You got to tell me. Or is it somebody else? Leave a comment. If you made it this far, leave a comment and tell me who you think's winning the World Series. That's all I want to know. Tell me who's going to win the World Series. I'll give something away. I'll find something for you guys. Let's do, what should we give away? What should we give away? We give away something, something from the set. How about that? From the podcast studio. I got a big league pearl right here. A pearl. I'll sign it for you. You know why me signing it is good? Because if you want my signature, that's cool. You get it. And if you don't want my signature and it comes on there, the ball is not worth any more with my signature on it. So you could still go play catch with it. You could take it to a game and get it signed by somebody, and it'll be a 1-of-1 because it'll be a baseball signed by a big leaguer and then me. It's got to be cool. It's got to be worth something. So let me know who you think is going to win the World Series. And that's the show. We're going to give this away. If you made it this far and you want this ball, let's do this. I'll send you a big league ball. These things are like $15-$20 a pop. They're expensive. You just say, here's the team I want to win. Yankees, Dodgers, Orioles, Blue Jays, doesn't matter. Who you think is going to win, and then write, sign it or don't sign it. If you say don't sign it, I'm not going to sign the ball. If you say sign it, I'll sign it. And then I'll reach out to you. I'll say, where do you want me to send this ball? Here you go. It doesn't need to be a winner, just who you think is going to win. If you leave the comment, you're entered to win this ball signed by me or not signed by me. All you got to do is say, Yankees, sign it, and you're going to get a signed baseball by me. Yankees, don't sign it, and you're going to get this exact ball unsigned. You could take it to a game, go get it signed by Aaron Judge or something. That would be cool. Or Max Fried. I would like that. That's the show today. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for making it this far. I love you guys so much. It's hard to explain how grateful I feel for you guys and being able to do this show. But I think that's why I want to give you things. You guys give me so much life and so much energy and so much joy by being able to do this that I just want to give back. So I like giving things away. So that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Season's here. It's in full swing, and it's friggin' awesome. This is the Hold My Ball podcast. We'll catch you on the next episode.